A very good afternoon, respected Professor Sunandan Borwa sir, Chairperson IIC Assam Downtown University, members of IIC and our esteemed participants. I, Dr. Nitusmita Bhattacharya, IIC Coordinator, Assam Downtown University, extend a warm welcome to everyone present here with us today. We are highly honored to have Mr. Siddharth Devnath and Mr. Bijay Kumar Sahu as our esteemed speakers for the session today. The intangible creations of human intellect are often found to be at the risk of being plagiarized and misused by unauthorized agents. This has definitely turned out to be one of the most crucial threats to the authentic owners of intellectual property in the contemporary times. Considering it to be the need of the hour, the institution's Innovation Council of Assam Downtown University has taken the noble initiative of spreading awareness on intellectual property rights as well as patenting amongst the masses through a series of impact lectures. As part of the series, Assam Downtown University invites Mr. Bijay Kumar Sahu, Head Intellectual Property Facilitation Center IPFC and WIPO Technology Innovation Support Center TISC, NRDC Government of India, and Mr. Siddharth Devnath, Scientist, Patent Information Center Assam, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, to make the masses familiar with various unknown aspects of IPR and patenting. Here, I would take the opportunity to introduce our first speaker of the session, Honorable Mr. Siddharth Devnath, sir. Sir is a scientist at the Patent Information Center, Assam, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. He has done his bachelor's in engineering with honors in computer science and engineering. He has acquired a professional certificate in intellectual property rights from National Institute of Intellectual Property Management, NIIPM, Government of India, Nagpur. He is heading the PIC of AdtU with a 3-member team. Earlier, he served as a project scientist in the PIC of AdtU and in Aryabhatta Science Center. He is a national level resource person on IPR for IIT, NIT, IIE, FICCI, MSMEDI, GMA, AEC, universities, colleges, NGOs, and government departments of other states. He has been a guest faculty for NIPER, Government of India, HRDC, Guwahati University, faculty induction programs and orientation programs, and also for MTech students of Assam Engineering College, Government of Assam, Guwahati. He has been a judge of science model competitions for Directorate of Secondary Education, Government of Assam, and for DNP Smart Idea Award at Innovation Festival of Regional Science Center, Government of India, Guwahati. He is also a patent expert of institution's Innovation Council, MHRD's Innovation Cell at Don Bosco College of Engineering and Technology, Guwahati. He is a member of Advisory Committee for Technology Transfer of Guwahati University, a member of IPR Cell of Guwahati University and Cotton University, and a member of Innovation Evaluation Committee of MSMEDI, Government of Assam. He has 10 plus years of IPR experience and has supported 1,000 plus innovators, filed 50 plus patents and 50 plus other IPR, and delivered 120 plus IPR lectures. He had trained Patent Information Center officials of Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, and Meghalaya. He had facilitated geographical indication registrations for Boka Saul and Muga Silk of Assam for the state of Assam and represented Assam for geographical indications at the BRICS Alliance Business Forum 2018. Today, sir is going to speak on the topic IPR and patent. Sir, I request you to kindly allow us to have the honor of listening to your enlightening talk on the mentioned topic. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Bhattacharya, for this wonderful introduction. I thank Assam Downtown University for this opportunity and also this Impact Lecture series, which is a very important series in today's world regarding IPR. I thank Professor Snaran Borwa sir for giving me this opportunity, and also to Dr. Manoj Bora for inviting me over to this. So, dear participants, today we'll learn about IPR and a little bit about patent. So if you have any questions, so please ask me. You may type in the, I think there's a chat box. You may type it there. Because IPR is a very different type of subject, because we have science and technology, which is attached with law, and also commerce is also there. So the concepts that you will hear today, those can be cleared only through questions. And if you want, you can just put your questions in the chat box, and I will accordingly pause from time to time and present you with the answers as possible. I will share my slide, and we'll continue with the presentation. Just a minute. Okay, I hope my slide is visible and my audio is clear. So if you allow me, I may continue the presentation, please.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. So IPR, or intellectual property rights, these are one of the key factors which leads to all the technology development, all the developments that we have till now. It is all because the creations, the invention, they have been protected, and the owner of such creations, new ideas, new solutions to problems, they have been rewarded with monetary and also with some protection. And patent is one of the forms of an IPR, and it is a very strong form of an IPR, which also rewards you for your inventions being a product or a process. So let's go to, what do you mean by IPR? Just a basic definition. We define IPR as the creations of the mind in some kind of a form, and that creation should have some kind of ownership. Those creations should belong to some person, and the whole thing should be recognized under an act of law. Actually, this definition is also the definition of a property. Any property, if you consider property, we really mean, and we think about plot of land. If you have some your laptop, your mobile phone, those are property, and by law, that is legally, those are property. And those property have got a similar definition. That is, it should be some kind of a tangible thing, just like a mobile phone, or even your pen, or you're wearing a shirt. It should be something tangible form. It should belong to some person. Some person should own it. The person does not mean that one person, two person. It could be an organization also. It could be the government also. And then it should be recognized under an act of law. So if you have a plot of land, then that land is recognized under Land and Revenues Act. You have to apply for the acquisition, and then later you get the certificate of the land. We call it a patta. Similarly, if you buy a mobile phone, then you place your order in Amazon or Flipkart. Then what happens when you get the receipt, the bill? In the bill, your name is written and everything is written. So that is a proof of ownership. Now, in the case of a mobile purchase, it is a tangible creation, has a physical existence, and this physical existing thing is owned by some person who has bought it legally, and then it is also recognized under an act of law.
Sir?
Yeah.
Actually, your voice is coming twice. I mean, there is an echo in your voice. So I think
I have.
So I think you.
the name of the battery? It is written here Eveready. So Eveready is actually the name of the battery which is given by the company, so as to make sure that everyone knows that this battery is made from this company. So it's a name given to you, just like we all have our own names. But interesting is that the choice of the name. You can see the name is not just he and she, or it's not my name.
Sir, your mic is creating problem again, sir.
Yeah, I think, is it clear now?
Sir, it is clear, I think.
Okay. Because I don't have any other settings here. Just microphone on and off. Yeah, anyone else is having this problem of, I think, repeating?
No, sir, no, sir. No, sir, you are very clear, sir.
Okay, okay.
I think it's very clear, Siddharth, now.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
It's Manas, sir. I think उसका तरह कुछ problem है.
Okay, no problem. No. So the name Eveready of the battery. So thinking about that name, what will the name of a battery that I'm going to launch from my company? Eveready. Eveready means what? Something which is always ready. So choosing that name, conceiving that name itself is something, a creative work. It is a creation of the mind. So that creation of the mind, just like your plot of land or your vehicle, it can also be protected under the law as something that belongs to you as a property. And that here is the name of the brand. We can protect it under trademarks. It's a special kind of act. On the other hand, let's see another example I have. This is a very wonderful invention. Interestingly, this invention came long before the COVID era. So that invention is that it's a touch sensor based liquid soap dispenser. It has been invented by some other people, but Dettol is the first one, the company who had actually commercialized it in India. So without getting any touch to drip, getting a drip or 2 drops of the liquid soap, just put the sensor and it works like that. Now, some person has invented this thing, maybe as a research project, maybe as a kind of an inventor who has thought that why don't I put a sensor that will dispense the liquid soap so that people do not have to touch the handle every time, the dispenser handle. Someone has thought about it. So it's a creation of the mind. Now that thought is an invention because in the thought there will be details how this thing will work. That is how there will be a sensor, what kind of sensor, maybe a proximity sensor or an IR sensor, then a circuit board, how to control it, what will be the power supply, and how will the dispenser be placed, what is the distance. All those things have been calculated, experimented, and this is an invention. Just like your property, other kinds of property, this is also your property because it emerged from your mind. Now here I'll go to a different aspect. This property that you have, that is the invention of this liquid soap dispensing system. It can be copied by someone else. Okay, it can be used by someone else if you bring it to the market. So that's why when you go to the protection that law provides, you can take a protection of the law in the form of a patent, and that patent will prevent any other person from copying this invention, replicating this invention, and also manufacturing this invention without your permission. So you are the sole owner of this invention, just like you are sole owner of some kind of other property. Okay? So this is what is the concept of intellectual property. So creations of the mind, maybe it's a name, brand name, it's an invention, it's lyrics of a song, it's some kind of music, comes from your mind, and those things can be protected as a property known as intellectual property under the